So our great noble heroes were morphing and changing into a something until in basically morphing in complete agonizing pain. The Jameson started his arms started growing materials onto his body, giving him some form of like a red visor with a very cool looking helmet and stuff. His his legs started turning into a bluish metal steel, and the bottom of his feet started looking a little bit more like dark boots. His and Christopher, his youngest brother, started getting claws and talons, and then he got hoofs with his with purple glowing stuff coming out of most of the cracks, and having a horn in his head, looking like a clay type face. Both of them looking like the materials. Well, his older brother looking like the materials that he has touched, and his younger brother looking like all the creatures he's touched. They're in pain, and so Christopher said, "Bro, that hurt real bad." And that's when the older brother said, "Yeah, I feel that too." So we're so they they're walking around, and the main villain certain certain problems with this. I thought I had a little bit more time before you guys evolved. They were both confused, and he saw his confusion. He's like, "I'm about to kill you anyway, so I guess it's best for me to tell you. You see, I'm like you. I am a human that was strangely teleported to this world. I just started to rule it. The more I used my powers, the more I evolved. It just didn't call me physically for some odd reason. So it seems like you guys got evolved physically. Your powers increase, but also you lose some other abilities. When I first came here, I actually had the ability to to control wind by anything that I touched, basically making my wind turn to any material that I wanted it to be. Hence the reason why I was able to turn into a wind make steel until permanently evolving, and now it has the materials of all. This seems the same as gone for you. So that means I will end this battle quick and easy. The, they looked at him and said, "Game on!" The youngest split fast with a speed as the incredible speed. Started getting the wisp from the beast and started shooting his misty clouds. But this time there was thunder apart, and he had more control over it to make a giant hand to grab him. Even though he stopped breathing it, he was able to hold it and grab him and throw him around to hit the wall. He but the main villain got up, and he basically looked at him and said, "Oh, that actually kind of hurt. Try this on for size." He made a giant wind metal hand and punched him across the face, sending him flying. Chris, Christopher said, "Don't you touch my brother!" Without any attention, he made a giant battle axe out of his right hand and struck him down with a giant electric shock. And then he turned his other hand into a blaster, sending him waves of electricity waves. Ugh.
They both started speed blitzing him, make sure he couldn't move. Christopher made himself, well, jet wings. Well, regular wings, really. Since apparently he can now do a lot more now than he could originally. He made it so regular wings started flying up, blasting him with every single chance he got. And the youngest brother went up and uppercut him across the face with him while releasing a beam of light at him. That's when Lucas said, "This battle is over." The giant reactor chamber that was on his chest opened up, releasing a giant blast at him, but also tired him out. He said, "Is your brother? You got this. Take him down." He flew down and made a giant fist and hit him. Then he turned his hand into a giant scythe to strike him down, and even turned it into a spear afterwards, pinning him down, making sure he can't get up no matter what. The villain was having a tough time fighting, but he kept on struggling. He knocked him back, and he turned his feet into pure giant needles and struck the ground to stop him from falling any forward. And then he put his two hands together and made a giant blaster gun and said, "Electric storm wave!" Made a giant blast, and he tried to block it with his wind metal, but he couldn't do it. It broke through and hit him across the face. Him being knocked out for even a few seconds set everyone free from his control that was in the stadium. After that, they all went out a piece of him, but that's when Lucas said, "No! You guys find the portal and get out of here. We'll deal with him ourselves." But at this time, the annoying robot and their sea friend came back out. The annoying robot was on the sea creature, and as they jumped up and they broke through the wall, saying he got us into his control and made us stand still for a long time, so sorry we couldn't get there for you. But if you want, I can sing for you. They, both of the brothers, even the youngest who was in pain, said they screamed, "No!" And the very nice female sea creature said, "Don't give them your stuff, okay? Let's go find the exit." The oldest said, "That's a good job. You guys go find the exit. We're gonna deal with him." "Christopher, are you ready?" And he said, "Yeah." But what he didn't notice is that he was creating a giant wind spear, turned to melt and speared his brother. It wasn't enough to go through completely, but it was enough for him to fly backwards and get knocked out. The oldest said, "Don't hurt the youngest brother said, "Don't hurt my brother." Enraged, he started morphing and changing into a giant creature that no one saw coming. Okay, I gotta end this really quick, but I really want to say thank you guys for the wait. This was really hard to get the arts for this, and I have so much other artworks I have for this, so I don't know when I want to actually do this. I may do this 5 days from now or 6 days, just get the story prepped up in my head. But yeah, I hope you guys really love the story. I am trying to get all the series posted on my YouTube channel. I will tell you when all the Dark Box stories are posted on my YouTube channel. So yeah, see you guys later. Comes the Thunder. Out.